Everyone thinks more money fixes everything. More money equals less stress. More money equals more happiness. More money equals freedom. But here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of people make more money, but end up more anxious, more trapped, and more broke than ever before. Because money is powerful, but it can't fix certain problems. And when you expect it to, you just get disappointed. You start making quiet financial decisions that sabotage your financial future. Today, we're talking about what money can't fix and why understanding this might be the most important financial lesson you'll ever learn. So modern culture sells us a simple story. Once you earn more, life gets easier. And on the surface, that feels true. More money can pay bills, buy comfort, remove certain pressures. But somewhere along the way, we quietly upgrade the promise. We start believing that money will fix how we feel about ourselves. Money will fix our stress. Money will fix our relationships. Money will fix our lack of direction. And when it doesn't, we don't question the belief. We assume we just don't have enough yet. So we push harder. We spend more. We upgrade faster. And that's when the real financial damage is done. So point number one here is that money can't fix emotional stress. Money can remove financial stress, but it doesn't remove emotional stress. If you're overwhelmed now, money just gives you more room to be overwhelmed in nicer places. Because stress usually comes from overcommitment, lack of boundaries, feeling behind, and feeling like you're never doing enough. When people expect money to fix this, something dangerous happens. They start buying relief instead of building stability, takeout instead of rest, subscriptions instead of space, bigger lifestyle instead of simpler routines. The result, higher income, higher burn rate, and no peace. That's not a money problem. That's an expectation problem. Point number two is that money can't fix self-worth. This one gets almost no attention, and it quietly destroys people financially. If you don't feel enough without money, you'll never feel enough with it. So people try to use money to prove success, gain respect, silence insecurity, and justify their worth. That's when spending becomes emotional instead of practical. Cars become statements. Homes become validation. Vacations become evidence. And the scariest part, from the outside, it looks like success. But from the inside, it feels fragile. Because when your identity depends on income, every financial decision becomes defensive. That's how high earners end up living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're bad with money, but because money is carrying emotional weight that it was never meant to hold. Point number three is that money can't fix bad relationships. A lot of people believe that money will fix relationship tension if we just made more. If things were easier financially, if we could afford better, but money doesn't fix misalignment. It often just exposes it. Different spending values, different priorities, different definitions of enough. When money enters a relationship without clarity, it amplifies resentment, power struggles, silent scorekeeping. And financially, that's costly. People stay in situations that drain them because they're too expensive to leave. People overspend to keep peace. People avoid conversations about finances because they're uncomfortable. None of that shows up on a budget spreadsheet, but it shows up in long-term financial damage. Point number four is that money can't fix a lack of direction. This one surprises people. More money doesn't create clarity, it actually creates more options. And options without direction create anxiety. That's why some of the most financially stressed people aren't broke, they aren't struggling, they aren't in crisis, They're just unsure. Unsure what they want, unsure when to stop, unsure what enough looks like. So they keep earning, spending, upgrading without ever feeling settled. Money accelerates whatever direction you're already going in. So if there's no direction, it just accelerates confusion. Here's why this matters financially. When you expect money to fix things that it can't, you start using it inefficiently. This looks like overspending for comfort, overworking for validation, overextending for appearances, delay saving because life doesn't feel stable yet. Not because you're irresponsible, but because you're solving the wrong problem with the wrong tool. Money works best as a support system, not an emotional crutch. So let's reframe this. What is money actually good at? Money is incredible at buying time, reducing friction, creating margin, and giving you options. But it only works when your expectations are realistic, your life isn't overloaded, and your identity isn't tied to it. That's when money stops feeling stressful and starts feeling useful. So if money hasn't fixed everything in your life yet, it doesn't mean that you're failing. It means you're human. The real upgrade isn't earning more, it's knowing what money can't do. So stop asking it to carry the emotional weight that it can't hold. That's how people actually build wealth. Quietly, sustainably, and without burning themselves out. So if this gave you a new way of thinking about money, subscribe for more conversations like this. Because the most expensive mistakes are not financial, they're emotional. Leave a comment below if this resonated with you. Talk about how money has been an emotional roller coaster and how you've tried to overcome it in your life. Share your story with others, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.